word a little while ago that the Indiana Southern Miss game had been delayed until 12:36. So we'll see if they get that thing. I don't know if that's changed since then, but we'll see if they get that first game in here in about 12 minutes or so. And then if they do, then Tennessee again is scheduled to play the winner of that game at 6 o'clock as was previously scheduled. There's so much change in college sports right now that it's unprecedented. We've never seen anything like this. Given UT's issues with leadership over the past 20 years, I would normally my teeth would be chattering. Oh gosh, we'll find a way to screw this up. They'll find a way to mess this up. That would be my feeling. And I think most Vol fans would feel that way. But with the current crew, who I mentioned earlier, Boyd, White, Plowman, I don't have that feeling. I mean, maybe wrong, but I have a feeling you've got the right people at the right place at the right time for all these changes. Am I letting my guard down too early?
No, I like where they are. If you look at the revenue stream they've got, if you look at the success of the programs, they won the All Sports Trophy 3 years in a row. They made every sport made the postseason, and I don't remember that happening. It's the best I've ever seen it, and it's not just a one-year thing because they've done it 3 years in a row with the All Sports. So I like the leadership, I like the forward thinking, I like the innovation. I think they're in great shape.
And they jumped into that 200 million club in terms of the budget over there.
Yeah.
There's only like 6 schools in the country that are at 200 million, and Tennessee is now one of them. Considering where it was when Boyd, Plowman, White kind of came in here, that is a stunning development.
Yeah, it just seemed like in years past, Joe, at least one of those 3 top rows were kind of in an ivory tower to me. It's kind of like if they weren't aloof, they weren't really out there. Dante Plowman's going to baseball games, taking selfies. Randy Boyd's helped build a minor league ballpark, owns a minor league baseball team. I mean, and Danny White comes in and says, we're playing for championships, just like Rick Barnes is saying now. So I think, yeah, all 3 are on the same page big time.
It's kind of funny, the NCAA, they put this off as long as they can, and now finally they're having to deal with all these changes. They ended up doing Tennessee a favor.
That's a great point.
10 years ago, if the NCAA is going through all these changes, that's not the best time for UT.
Butch, Tyndall, and Hart wouldn't have worked this out?
No.
Not as efficiently.
That's probably not the right
Do
timeline.
the Donnie Tyndall boys.
Well, and that was
I
going
don't know
to
about
be the
these
reason
changes coming.
I think there is confidence in these guys. Look how they handled the situation. 2 of them started it after the Pruitt debacle. And you could have had a whole lot of stuff go wrong, and then you add Danny White into the mix. So, yeah, I do think there's reason to have confidence in
Well, and they knew when to play ball with the NCAA.
Yes,
and they also knew
the
they also knew to sue the NCAA.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do feel it worries me though, because we've done this in the past where it's like, if Tennessee, as the Titanic missed the iceberg, and we all go yes, and then the next day, right in the iceberg. But I do feel like right now they do have the proper people with the proper backgrounds in the right spots as all this stuff swirls around them. And I don't know who in the SEC I would feel better about.
Yeah, exactly.
In terms, I love the fact that you've got a businessman as your president right now with all of these changes that are coming. So
Yeah, remember you asked what about this dark cloud that seemed to be hanging over? You asked about that one.
Yeah.
It's sunny now, isn't it? That cloud's gone.
Well, actually, outside it's still kind of rainy, but
I don't do weather, I just do sports.
Well, and the other thing, Danny White has been on the cutting edge of all these things.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching. Have a good week. We'll see you next Sunday right back here on the Sports Source. We appreciate you and their sponsors.